This is the Simpit video blog, and this story comes to us from Thrustmaster, who last week I actually got a press release from them. You've probably already heard about the T150 steering wheel that they have coming out, PC, PS3, PS4 compatible. And I didn't cover it only because I was busy on a bunch of other stuff. You probably saw some of the shows and some other stuff that is coming out, but it did really make me think. I've been thinking a lot about the Thrustmaster lineup, and it seems like they keep coming out with wheel after wheel, and it's honestly been a little hard for me to keep track of which wheel is which and which one's compatible for which, and that probably means for you out there it's just as confusing. So instead of really talking much about the wheel, which in the end I'm going to tell you a bit about the T150, but I did really want to talk about their lineup, and it also made me think about the entire lineup of wheels available to sim racers today. And nowadays, when I talk wheels, I'm talking force feedback wheels. If it's made just on a bungee or something, it's not even something I'm going to take into consideration. So I'm purely talking about force feedback wheels. I'm talking about the ones you'd expect from Logitech, from Thrustmaster, from Fanatec, or even from Mad Catz. So anyway, let's talk about the 150 real quick. This wheel, like I said, it comes into the lineup below the T300 and the TX, which are sort of comparable wheels. I'll get back to that. And above the T100. It's going to be $199, and again, it's PS3, PS4, and PC compatible. One thing that does make it different than the upper three wheels from the Thrustmaster line, which is the T500, the TX, and the T300, those three all have removable wheels. Now, the wheel is not a quick release wheel. It's a screw-on, so it's not just click, come off. It screws on and off. But the top three wheels all have removable wheels. The bottom two there, the T150 and the T100, do not. They are fixed wheels. So let's talk a little bit about this wheel real quick. Again, it is compatible with that Eco lineup that they have from Thrustmaster. So you can use the T3PA and the T3PA Pro pedals with this wheel, which is good because the wheel comes with what's becoming that traditional two-pedal set, which other than T500, everything's coming with that plasticky two-pedal set. So it also is compatible with the TH8A shifter. So if you're going to use it with any of those things, it's going to be PS3, PS4, and PC compatible. That's very important. This wheel is available in October. And what it does present is, at $200, a good force feedback wheel. I haven't tried it, but I'm assuming, because I've driven other wheels of this level from Thrustmaster, it should be a good force feedback wheel for an affordable price. $200 is a good price and a good way to get into the sim racing market. So other things to know about it. It's an 11-inch wheel, 13 buttons, comes with a D-pad. You've got your PS3, PS4 buttons on there. It does have large metal paddle shifters. They're 5 inches long, so those are significant paddle shifters, which is good instead of just little buttons on the back. You can see the image here. It's got a blue rubber grip, which, yeah, that's inexpensive, but $200, what do you expect? Wheels adjustable from 270 to 1080 degrees of rotation, and its overall mechanism is a combination of belt and pulley and a gear transmission. So you're going to have that feeling that we've tried in some other wheels similar to this one, actually. And the whole thing does move on a metal ball bearing axle. So it does have some good aspects to it, even though it is an affordable wheel. Again, let's talk about the lineup. At the top, you've got the T500. That is the most expensive wheel. It's a little bit different in its construction than the T300 and the TX wheels, which are the newer wheels with brushless motors, which come in at $399 a piece. The TX being the one for the Xbox One, and the T300 being the one for the PS4. Then you got the T150 and the T100. Anyway, I have assembled all of this into a nice little sheet that shows you the compatibility and the pricing. I've covered the four major brands: Logitech, Thrustmaster, Fanatec, and Mad Catz. That way you can double check which wheels are really comparable. Also, in the case of like the Fanatec, you've got removable wheels, but they come separately. So I did list the available wheels for Fanatec and also for Thrustmaster. So hopefully that'll help you out if you're considering a new wheel in the near future, or if you're just trying to get a grip on the whole lineup like I was. Maybe this will help you out. Again, that'll be at the Simpit, and it'll be there with this show, and I'll probably create another section. I have some other static content coming with some buyer's guides and some list of other links for other distributors of other products. So I'll have more and more of that coming at the Simpit, and you can check it all out there. This is the Simpit video blog. I will see you on the track.